Buenos días. Desperté hoy con la alarma sonando. No me dejó dormir. El mundo no te deja dormir si te acuestas muy tarde. So, haz la lucha de dormirte más temprano para que te deje todo el pinche mundo en paz. Ya voy a jugar Tekken. Más, voy a mover la camarita. Voy a aprender cómo jugar bien. Oh. Y sabes, yo pensé que lo cambié. Estoy perdiendo mi pelo. Ay, no.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Tengo que borrar esto.
Brian Fury. Devil Jin. Get ready for the next battle.
A ver, Juan. Salen 13. Salen 12. Ah, mira. El primer golpe es seguro, pero el segundo no. ¿Por qué me sale a veces y a veces no? Ah. No entiendo por qué a veces me sale y a veces no. Cero. 17. No. Pero a mí me quedé que lejos los dejo. Ah, hay que ver las movidas. Nah. Uno, 4, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. Así termina. 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. 2, 1. No lo andaba haciendo bien. ¿Ves? No lo haces bien. ¿Sabes? Esta movida se debería hacer para adelante. Pero no se hace. Se siente más como si debería ser quarter circle forward. Ay. Yo que soy tramposo. Siempre agarro aquí. Oh no. Siempre veo videos yo. Y eso es lo que voy a hacer ahora.
Hello, and welcome to my Brian 101 Fundamentals video, where I'll be going over some of the introductory information for all you new Brian players out there. I want to preface by saying that if you're an advanced level Brian or a high intermediate looking for some information, I'm sorry, this video probably won't provide you with the most insight that you're looking for. But if you're just starting off in the game and you're looking to get your feet wet and hit the ground running, then you've come to the right place, my friends. In this video, we'll be looking at the character's strengths.
Mira, lo que anda haciendo voy a hacer yo también. Cuando salga Tekken 8 y aprenda bien el juego, voy a sacar una guía así para
his top 20 moves,
que la gente tenga una brújula para saber para dónde
as
ir.
well as his punishes.
There
There are some moves in here that I know you guys won't necessarily agree with me, but in choosing these moves, I decided that 20 was a good number because any more I felt would be particularly daunting for new players. In future videos, I'll
nomás
definitely
necesitas 20
be
movidas
focusing on Brian's remaining arsenal
para
moves
jugar
outside
ahí.
of these 20. So
Bueno, de
please
perdida,
sit
mira,
back, relax.
a mí me gusta jugar simple. No me gusta aprender tanto, por eso no he estado jugando con Akuma tanto tiempo. Porque se me hace tanto aprender un personaje muy complicado. Pero cómo vale la pena ya cuando lo aprendes.
Relax, enjoy the video, and if you're
Yo cuando escojo un personaje que también no viene ni de mí. No viene ni de mí, viene nomás lo hago como si estaba nacido para... Como si no controlo mi destino, nomás me dejo ir. Me dejo ir. Yo ni escogí jugar Brian.
Brian is a very solid character who can play up close and pressure his opponent, or play at the mid-range and space out his opponent. Solid character who can play up close and pressure his opponent, or play at the mid-range and space out his opponent. But more often than not, in order to play Brian properly, will require kind of knowing when to pressure and when to kind of back off. Sorting darting back and forth, if you will, trying to find the correct spacing, reading the opponent, not overemphasizing your offense on the character and overextending, and kind of when you get the life lead, just lean back a little bit. Brian does have very decent buttons up close, but a handful of them are punishable. However, if you make the right read on your opponent at times, it's not so bad. Additionally, it will also require your opponent in some circumstances to make the right read in order to punish Brian on his moves. And some of them are delayable, some of them they have strings attached to them, and they have multiple variations to them.
Jugando contra Brian debe ser una pesadilla. Pero yo que juego Brian, a mí no me cae mal jugar contra el personaje que yo juego. Así es cuando sabes que hallaste un personaje que amas, que no te enfada completamente cuando te anda matando.
But to make up for this little weakness that Brian has for his punishable pokes and punishable up-close game, he does have extremely powerful and really hard-hitting counter-hit moves. And a good Brian is going to know when to maximize and capitalize on that, because all his counter-hit moves lead to massive damage and wall carry. And once at the wall, Brian can really just turn into a nightmare to deal with, because he gets monstrous damage on his wall splats. And because of his unique taunt, he can just really bully his opponent at the wall over and over. And this taunt game, I'm going to say right now, that is not going to be covered in this guide, but in future guides, I will be covering it, because I feel like this is currently outside of the scope of beginning and fundamental Brian's.
Yeah, no es necesario aprender
eso
todavía.
Right now, but definitely in future videos. So with that, the introduction is out of the way, and now we can get to the strengths and weaknesses of Brian. Great combo damage and wall carry is something that Brian truly excels at. At any point in time Brian manages to land a counter hit or a launcher, he never really has to settle for less than great damage and wall carry. While some of the casts might struggle with either wall carry or kind of damage, Brian really here excels at both. And he, with even some of the easier bread and butter combos, he can do a substantial amount of damage. So it's not always necessary to go for his optimal damage or his optimal wall carry combos. They kind of generally take care of themselves for the most part, even if you stick with the bread and butter combos. 14 frame launcher. Brian's great combo potential and damage, in part, is contributed to the fact that he has a 14 frame standing launcher, aka Jet Up. The majority of the cast actually doesn't have a 14 frame launcher, so the fact that Brian does means that he can punish a lot of things that the majority of the cast can't. While
14 frame standing launcher? Oh my god.
Most characters
se me hace que es bien duro hacer.
to resort to pokes or strings that might knock down the opponent. Brian can really just lay on the hurt and launch them. Insane wall game. So once Brian has either comboed you or pushed you to the corner, he just becomes this absolute monster to deal with. And part of what makes Brian's wall game so good is the fear that Brian can inflict with a single wall splat, just one wall splat. While a lot of Brian's mids and lows out in the open are just annoying to deal with because they chip you, they lock you a little bit, they put you in minus frames. At the wall, they're just really very oppressive tools because they either wall splat you or they lock you down, preventing you from getting out. And just the sheer amount of frustration that Brian can have, preventing you from moving away from the wall and just wall splatting you and just knocking all your health down is just what really makes him so good at the wall. Unblockable taunt. So unique to Brian is his unblockable taunt, and while this is a little slow to start up, it can, in a lot of situations, crack open even the most defensive of players. You have players who don't want to press button.
Byron. cómo abro la pantalla. A ver.
They're just blocking, they're guessing right on the lows, and they're just waiting for Brian to make a move. Well, in this case, Brian can just throw out his taunt and really just put on some pressure, just to let the opponent know, hey, you can't block forever. And additionally, at the wall, this
Ya, no puedes bloquear para siempre. Este es mi personaje en este juego, pero no lo juego tanto.
can really be an issue because with just a single taunt, it can just turn the whole game around. These walls splatted you, and now you're going to have to eat this massive wall damage. Fantastic in the mid-range and keep out. And yeah, this is an area where Brian truly excels. I probably should have put this as the number one thing for Brian's strengths, but Brian really doesn't have a problem when keeping opponents out in the mid-range, which is where he wants to be and really excels. For the most part, all of these keep out tools are all safe. They're not plus for the most part, but they are safe. And you know, if they try to rush in or overly aggressive, then they'll get hit by these. And a lot of these all lead to fantastic combo damage and juggles. Lack of panic buttons. To say Brian doesn't have any panic buttons might be incorrect, but they are situational and for the most part are fairly slow compared to the rest of the cast's panic buttons and moves. For starters, being slow means that they can be poked out of, and in worst case scenarios they can actually...
Esto es pura verdad, pura verdad. No se puede... No, cuando alguien te anda apresurante de más, no puedes hacer mucho. Tienes que nomás tratar de salir de eso.
This is something that's
no puedes
very
salir
dangerous given the right circumstances. So Brian really has to work to get out of pressure.
Yeah, tienes que
through
trabajar.
just getting correct reads. Poor punishment game. Brian has no real standing 11 or 12 frame punish, and his 13 frame punish move is kind of lackluster for the most part. So between frames 11, 12, and 13, he really has to resort to just jab poking and his jab punish, which is his 10 frame punisher. And not until frame 14 does he really get something that's kind of really chunky. As for his while standing punishment goes, he has an 11 and a 12, but nothing at 13 and 14, and at 15 he gets a while standing punish. But at 15, pretty much a majority of the cast, I would say, gets it. So his while standing punishment game is just, on average, so-so. Poking can be risky with Brian. Okay, so to some extent, Brian has to really commit to his pokes. Because they're quote-unquote safe-ish, doesn't mean that they're actually safe. Some of them have delays and the timing can be changed, but they can still be read and poked back. If the opponent gets a correct read, then Brian can potentially be launched for them. And as stated earlier, Brian's pokes aren't exactly punishable, some of them, but they can result in him being poked back, being at minus frames, or even worse, like knocked down. So overall, poking it can be kind of risky with Brian. Execution. At the beginner level, Brian has a lot of key and core moves that can be difficult to execute because they're locked behind either quarter circle forward motions, quarter circle back motions, or even forward motions. For beginners, at the beginner and maybe intermediate level, that can be difficult to get out consistently and on demand and just really quickly, like one after another. At top levels, Brian's taunt combos, his magic 4 combos, and even some of his optimal damage combos.
Okay, mira, both ends of the curve, ya es pura verdad. Cuando primero aprendes a jugar Brian, está duro. Está duro hacer las movidas, pero ya cuando aprendes el principio está fácil. Entonces cuando llegas al final y tienes que aprender taunt, jet upper y los combos que dan más daño, más que lastiman más.
Kind of hard to do actually because they require a fair bit of execution to pull off, especially in the clutch. Even for some pros, sometimes from time to time they really just drop them. If you watch some of the games, they're harder to execute combos. Sometimes the pros miss it. Even forward motions, I've seen them miss it. So yeah, execution can be a real barrier to entry, as well as a barrier to mastering Brian at the top level as well. So the first move that we're going to talk about is 1-2-1 and 1-2-3. These two moves really complement one another in that 1-2-1 is a high mid and 1-2-3 is a high low. And these really work in tandem with one another because they allow for a mini mix-up for Brian. So 1-2-1 and 1-2-3, both of these strings start up very quickly, but the last hits of neither of these jail, which means that the 1 and 1-2-1 and the 3 and 1-2-3, they both can be blocked if your opponent is fast enough after being hit by the first two, unless it's a counter hit. And speaking of counter hits, 1-2-1 and 1-2-3 both manage to get counter hits because your opponent's disrespecting them. You can get a mini juggle off of them. On 1-2-1, you can get something more substantial, and on 1-2-3 and counter hits, you can get a run up quarter circle back 4. And additionally, 1-2-1 manage to get counter hits because your opponent's means that the 1 and 1-2-1 and the 3 and 1-2-3, they both can be blocked if your opponent is fast enough after being hit by the first two, unless it's a counter hit. And speaking of counter hits, 1-2-1 and 1-2-3 both manage to get counter hits because your opponent's disrespecting them. You can get a mini juggle off of them. On 1-2-1, you can get something more substantial, and on 1-2-3 and counter hits, you can get a run up quarter circle back 4. And additionally, 1-2-1, the last hit can be delayed depending on.
Tengo que checar si es verdad. Counter hit launcher.
How much you want to delay it, the timing can vary. Down forward 1-1-1-1-2, aka Machine Gun Blow. That's a classic Brian move, and it locks down the opponent from moving, and also it grants Brian some great mental frame advantage, even if it's not finished. Machine Gun Blow, it's a relatively slow and sluggish mid coming out at 15 frames, as opposed to 13 frames for the majority of the cast. But this move is really powerful because at any point in time, if one of the ones connects, then the whole string can be finished, and Brian gets chunked. But this move is really powerful. It's a relatively slow and sluggish mid coming out at 15 frames, as opposed to 13 frames for the majority of the cast. But this move is really powerful because at any point in time, if one of the ones connects, then the whole string can be finished, and Brian gets chunky size damage. With just one activation of down forward 1, Brian is safe at -5, but any additional ones that he decides to attack on afterwards...
Acabo de aprender eso sin exagerar hace como 10 minutos.
At -10. While this might seem bad, it's
Yo pensaba que estabas bien hasta como acá.
pretty decent if you consider the fact that the opponent never really knows when Brian's finishing the rest of the stream. If he does manage to get the 2 at the end, then it gives him a chunky size damage and puts him at +1. But if he decides to finish the 2 and the 2 is blocked, then he is at -15, which is liable to be launch punched by the majority of the cast. So most of the time it's best not to hit the 2 unless you know your opponent's going to be pressing a button or you've hit confirmed. Down forward 2-1 and down forward 2-3. So next we'll be talking about these two moves and in conjunction with one another because each of these serves to complement one another. Down forward 2-1, this is Brian's fastest mid string coming out at 13 frames, and down forward 2-1 serves twofold. 1 to check crouching opponents, and 2 to poke at players who are a little too button happy. This string does jail on natural hits, and if the first hit connects, but does not jail if the first hit is blocked. Since this move does not jail, this means that the second hit is a duckable high, meaning you could potentially be launched for it. So don't get too predictable with this move, as you will potentially be launched. Oh, and one
Jails if hit. Does not jail if blocked.
more thing before we move on to the next move. The first hit of the string, down forward 2, is an elbow, meaning it cannot be parried by conventional parries. So it's good to know if your opponent's a little too parry happy. Down forward 2-1 will snuff them out. So down forward 2-3 is another variation.
No puede, you can't parry elbows. How the fuck do you say parry in Spanish? Puedes parar ese golpe. Parar es stop. Google Translate me fallaste.
Out of Brian's down forward 2 book. And this complements his down forward 2-1 because down forward 2-1 the second hit is a high, and down forward 2-3 the second hit is a mid, meaning that it will attempt to hit any opponents who try to duck. Down forward 2-3, unlike down forward 2-1, is not a natural combo on hit. Also, down forward 2-3, if your opponent decides to press buttons after the 3 or during the 3, they will potentially eat a very meaty counter hit launcher. And while Brian does get a little bit of pushback from down forward 2-3, the last hit is -13. It does provide a little bit of pushback, but most characters can still punish this in some way, shape, or form. Back 1. Counter hit launcher, and decides to press buttons after or 2-1 is not a natural combo on hit. Also, down forward 2-3, if your opponent decides to press button.
No jail.
After the 3 or during the 3, they will potentially eat a very meaty counter hit launcher. And while Brian does get a little bit of pushback from down forward 2-3, the last hit is -13. It does provide a little bit of pushback, but most characters can still punish this in some way, shape, or form. Back 1. Now, this is a staple pressure tool that allows Brian to
tanto, es que
the 3 or
strong, I don't know. Strong counter hit.
During the 3, they will potentially eat a very meaty counter hit launcher. And while Brian does get a little bit of pushback from down forward 2-3, the last hit is -13. It does provide a little bit of pushback, but most characters can still punish this in some way, shape, or form. Back 1. Now, this is a staple pressure tool that allows Brian to really lock down his opponent. Whether this move is blocked or it hits the opponent, Brian will be left with some plus frames to bully his opponents. On block, this just gets Brian about 3 frames on block to slide push some
3
frames in 9 games. On hit, however, Brian gets a massive plus 7 frames, in addition to forcing crouch. This absolutely gains Brian free reign over anything he wants to do, pretty much. And on counter hit, this attack gives Brian a very big counter hit launcher. One note about this move is to not be too predictable with it, as it can be sidestepped left or right, however the opponent chooses to sidestep. And like a lot of Brian's moves, this is an elbow, so it cannot be parried by conventional means. 3 plus 4. Now this is a fantastic long-range move that serves 2 folds. 1 for spacing out the opponent and keeping them at a distance, and then 2 for fishing out counter hits from would-be overly aggressive opponents. 1 for spacing out the opponent and keeping them.
Okay, pura verdad. What else?
Distance, and then 2 for fishing out counter hits from would-be overly aggressive opponents.
Fishing out counter hits.
Unlike its lookalike move, Brian's down 4 2-3 string, this move is much harder to punish. While on paper it is -13, which the majority of the cast would be able to block and punish, because of the pushback that it does give Brian, it's actually considered.
Ya acabo de checar esto, te tira tan para adelante
punish.
que no puedes hacer nada.
Additionally, on counter hit, Brian is granted a huge counter hit crumple stun combo. So at any point you connect, you get massive angles. One word of caution though when using this move: it is vulnerable to sidestep right, and any opponents who attempt to sidestep left will be clipped by it. Other than its vulnerability, really, to sidestep right, this move can
Sidestep right weakness.
kind of just be thrown out willy-nilly in the mid-range where it will connect, and that's the keyword. Make sure that it connects and it doesn't whiff.
Make sure
1 plus
it
2.
connects.
This is
Make sure it connects. Make sure it connects.
it's a homie move that comes out pretty quickly at 17 frames. On the surface, Brian's 1 plus 2 doesn't really look menacing because it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, nor does it give really a combo. But in reality, it's kind of a nasty hitting move because on hit, this grants Brian plus 6 frames, which allows him to really lay on some pressure and bully his opponent. And on counter hits, it's really interesting because it forces the opponent to be awkwardly turned. They do a back turn, in which really limits the opponent's options to really move and attack. Additionally, Brian has a 2 extension out of this 1 plus 2, which knocks down hits.
Dice tanta información. Es que Brian está complicado.
To be awkwardly turned, they do a back turn, in which really limits the opponent's options to really move and attack. Additionally, Brian has a 2 extension out of this 1 plus 2, which knocks down on hit, and it does crumple stun if it's counter hit. So if your opponent thinks that you're just doing 1 plus 2 and tries to press buttons, you can catch them with the 2 extension. Forward 4-1, a mid-reaching 2-hit string that provides Brian launcher on hit. While this move is too slow to be throwing out just willy-nilly in up-close fighting, it is best used as a whiff punisher because, boy, it has a weird startup animation in the way that Brian takes a big step forward before initiating this move, and its range is very deceptive. Because I mean, just look at this move, how he's punishing Kazuya from so far away. This move is absolutely crazy because it punishes things it has no business of even reaching.
Oh, que pura. Oh my god. What the fuck? Mira la distancia.
And its range is very deceptive. Because I mean, just look at this move, how he's punching Kazuya from so far away.
Deceptive. Range. Need a long startup.
This move is absolutely crazy because it punishes things it has no business of even reaching.
Yeah.
But as good as it is, do be wary that the first hit of the string is -9, which is safe. However, the last string is -13 when forced to scratch, which means every member of the cast has some sort of punish to this move, and a few can even launch it if blocked. Forward back to the classic jet upper, Brian's fastest launching attack coming out at 14 frames. Only about a dozen characters in this game are able to launch at this speed.
That's how you do it. Forward, back, to...
and faster, and most are coming out at 15 frames. So
Fastest launcher.
Oh, Brian happens to be one of the lucky few. On hit, this gives fantastic damage and excellent walk in, even with just bread and butter combos. And on block, it is completely safe at just -7.
On block, it's safe? There's no way. There's no way. ¿Cómo va a hacer eso?
this attack is that it's one, an unorthodox input at forward back motion, and two, it hits high, so your opponent can duck and punish it. So don't get too predictable with this move out in the open. Sometimes it's best used just as a punisher. Forward 3, a close range, moderately hitting knee. While this move does, sometimes it's best used just as a punisher. Forward 3, a close range, moderately hitting knee. While this move does slightly advance Brian a little bit forward, it will not connect with any opponents who are further than just one backdash distance away. It's not a bad move to really throw out if your opponent is potentially hesitating to press a button when you're up close, because forward 3 does leave Brian neutral on block when performed at just point blank range and a little bit outside point blank range. And it will leave Brian actually at +2 frames if it connects at its max distance, which is just a hair's distance from one backdash away. While it is a little bit slow to come out at 16 frames for mid, it does provide Brian a very beefy jump opportunity on counter hit. So don't hesitate to throw this out up close if your opponent's hesitating. Quarter circle back 3, aka hatchet kick. This is a chunky hitting low attack that advances Brian forward. Up until now, you've probably noticed that the majority of Brian's best tools are either highs or mids. So hatchet kick is really going to be Brian's predominant low that will allow him to get some beefy damage against opponents who only stand blocking. This move has very decent range because Brian takes a step forward. Look here, takes a step forward before swinging his leg. He can reach opponents up to 2 backdashes away. While this move is a low attack, it will not hit grounded opponents. On block, it is -13. But outside of a few characters, Brian's really not going to be launch punished for it. And on hit, Brian gets himself a nice 4 frames, allowing him to continue pressuring while moving. And on counter hit, he's guaranteed a free quarter circle back 4 follow-up. Quarter circle back 4, aka soccer kick. This is going to be Brian's main mix-up counterpart to hatchet kick. Soccer kick and hatchet kick really play off one another and cover one another's weaknesses. Since hatchet kick comes out at 21 frames and soccer kick comes out at 19 frames, the two are basically indistinguishable from each other on startup. Additionally, these two moves have identical ranges. Well, almost identical ranges. They both hit characters 2 backdashes away, and should your opponent suspect a hatchet kick, although throwing out soccer kick will net Brian a decent launcher on hit. On block, Brian is -12, which means he is punishable. This is a useful move outside of mix-ups. Any opponents who are unwilling to get off the ground immediately, you can hit them with a soccer kick and flip them. And a small note on opponents who are on the floor: if your opponent does roll on the ground, they can avoid being hit by soccer kick if they're timed properly. 4-4-2, aka Mach Punch. This is a classic Brian move all the way back to Tekken 3, and it happens to be his power crush move. Mach Punch is a fast forward advancing high. I'm going to say this again. Mach Punch is a fast forward advancing high. I want you to look at this. I want you to let you know that this is 3 backdashes away and see how it hits. It comes out at 14 frames from block and 16 frames from
abused the shit out of this fucking move in the lower ranks. Because people just keep attacking and you just power crush, boom, get launched in the ground.
I want to let you know that this is 3 backdashes away and see how it hits. It comes out at 14 frames from block and 16 frames out in open play, but the 16 frames out in open play can be very hard because of the 4-4 limitation. This move is best used to catch overly forward advancing opponents, or it can be used to relieve pressure from Brian from opponents who are using slower mids and slower highs. Additional notes can be that
overly advancing person, people, whatever.
Brian gets a to relieve pressure from Brian from opponents who are using slower mids and slower highs.
Slower and punishing slower mids and highs.
Additional notes can be that Brian gets a free run-up quarter circle back 4 if your opponent does not tech roll this. And while it is -10 on block theoretically because of the pushback, only a handful of characters will punish this effectively. But at the wall, it is much easier to punish because the pushback is significantly reduced. So a majority of the cast will be able to punish this at the wall. Do note that, like I said before, this is a high hitting attack. So if you get too predictable with this, they will duck and you will
It is high. It is high. It is high.
4-4-4, aka Mach Kick. This is another classic Brian move, but unlike Mach Punch, Mach Kick does not possess the crushing capabilities that Mach Punch does. However, it has unique attributes to itself. 1, for starters, it is a fast homing attack. Well, moderately fast homing attack. 2, on block, it forces the opponent into crouch, and you're at -10. This means that aside from a few characters in the game, you're not going to be punished by anything other than a crouching jab. And 3, this is the most ridiculous one of all. On the startup frames, Brian takes a small sidestep left before executing this kick, which in essence makes it a pseudo parry for Brian, allowing him to evade certain attacks with this and times properly. Now I want you to take a look at this. Look at this. You see how Brian takes a small sidestep left and evades the attack and hits? Right, this is ridiculous.
Built-in sidestep is fucking absurd.
And 4, on counter hit, Brian is guaranteed very good damage and very good wall carry. So, unlike Mach Punch, it doesn't have armor, but it has a lot of other good abilities attached to it. And like Mach Punch, though, it has the same weaknesses, which is that it can be ducked and launch punished. Don't get too predictable with this. You will be launched if you are very predictable with this. Quarter circle back 2-4, a mid-range 2-hitting string that covers some decent space. This move can either be used to whiff punish your opponent,
Quarter circle back 2-4.
it can be used to bait impatient opponents into running into the last hit of the string. The last hit of the string, you may notice, is almost identical to Brian's 4-4-4 Mach Kick, but it does not have the evasive properties of Mach Kick. So, having said that, it does share Mach Kick's weaknesses in that it can be ducked and launch punished, and the string does not jail block. While quarter circle back 2, part of the string, looks like Brian's down forward 2. Quarter circle back 2 is not an elbow, which means it can be parried by conventional parries. Back 4, a close range, mid-hitting knee that grants Brian great advantage on hit. And very little disadvantage on block. On hit and on counter hit, Brian gets plus 15 frames. What does this mean? This means that Brian gets a free Mach Punch. Though the timing can be very strict because Brian's Mach Punch comes out at 14 frames, you do note that you get a free Mach Punch if you land a back 4 out in open play, or at the wall. But at the wall, it gets juicier. Brian, if he connects a back 4 at the wall, then he's guaranteed a free jump upper into
I already forgot. Oh, at 442.
50% the wall. But at the wall, it gets juicier. You do note that. What does this mean? This means that Brian gets a free Mach Punch. Though the timing can be very strict because Brian's Mach Punch comes out at 14 frames, you do note that you get a free Mach Punch if you land a back 4 out in open play, or at the wall. But at the wall, it gets juicier. Brian, if he connects a back 4 at the wall, then he's guaranteed a free jump upper into a 50% health damage combo. On the open play, back 4 is rather difficult to punish at -10. Aside from a few characters who have long-reaching arms and limbs, he can't really be punished. And aside from that, even at the wall, most of the cast will probably have trouble punishing this move. That's just how good the pushback on this is on block. So with that in mind, this makes back 4 an ideal move to throw out when your opponent's back is to the wall. Up or up 4-4, aka Orbital Heal, another classic Brian move. This is a mid-hitting, low-crushing launcher on hit and save on block. This move is excellent sometimes to just simply throw out in the mid-range because of its long active windows and its relatively short recovery. It is used mostly to low crush, or it's used to space out your opponents from being too overly aggressive. Additionally, its range is very deceptive because where Brian's Orbital Heal, another classic Brian move. This is a mid-hitting, low-crushing launcher on hit and save on block. This move is excellent sometimes to just simply throw out in the mid-range because of its long active windows and its relatively short recovery. It is used mostly to low crush, or it's used to space out your opponents from being too overly aggressive. Additionally, its range is very deceptive because where Brian's foot starts in this animation, see where it starts? It's not the max range at which it can hit an opponent. And you can see where it's clipping the opponent. Look at this, this is ridiculous again. By the way, I'm saying a lot of look at this because it's ridiculous. You see where the foot hits? Yeah, that's its max range, and it creates a sort of a little bit of a vacuum effect when opponents are close by. Up close, this move is
literally a vacuum. Should be called vacuum hit. Vacuum kick.
If you don't have a read on your opponent, because you can potentially be flip jabbed and hit into a combo on the starting frames. However, if you do get a read on an opponent who's performing a low attack, it's a great move to use because it will low crush.
So good.
Down back 3, a very fast, high crushing low attack. This move, because it starts up at only 16 frames, is unseeable and therefore a good option to just sneak in a little bit of chip damage here and there against your opponent. While it is generically -1 on hit, it leaves Brian in full crouching, therefore limiting his options. On counter hit, this leaves Brian at +4, which is rather interesting because this gives him more options for mix-ups and allowing him more freedom to move. This move's reach and its tracking is pretty good actually. So it can be used to check sidestepping opponents who are moderate distance away, as most opponents are probably not looking to block low immediately after sidestepping. If an opponent does block this move, it is -12 and therefore punishable depending on which range it is blocked at. Down 4, another of Brian's fast low pulse. This move, while it does come out slightly faster than down back 3 by just 1 frame and 15 frames, it lacks the high crushing evasion properties that down back 3 does. To make up for this though, the lack of evasion that this move has, Brian is completely neutral on hit and leaves him in a standing state, so giving him more options. Also, unlike down back 3, down 4 is only -11 on block. And while theoretically this move is punishable by a lot of the cast at while standing 4, it requires your opponent to 1, be on point with their punish game, even if it's blocked, and also if Brian spaces this out correctly, it is very, very difficult, and not very many people can actually punish this because of the pushback it gives and its reach. Full crouch down 4-4. aka Northern Cross. This is a mid-hitting high crush launcher on counter hit at only -10 on block. This move is excellent at being a deterrent to opponents who might otherwise be a little too jab heavy or high attack heavy, since it's performed out of crouching state. On natural hits, this move leaves the opponent in a spin state where they can guard, leaving Brian at +13 frames.
I have never used this move.
Or the spin
it's
state,
like Kazumi's down forward 3 kick, right? Is it 3 or is it 4? No, it's 4. She has a similar thing. Yeah, in many ways, I guess I picked the same character, Kazumi, Akuma, bro. Oh, hella similar. I guess every character in Tekken 6.
This is a mid-hitting high crush launcher on counter hit at only -10 on block. This move is aka Northern Cross. This is a mid-hitting high crush launcher on counter hit at only -10 on block. This move is excellent at being a deterrent to opponents who might otherwise be a little too jab heavy or high attack heavy, since it's performed out of crouching state. On natural hits, this move leaves the opponent in a spin state where they can guard, leaving Brian at +13 frames. Should the opponent decide to disregard the spin state and press buttons, Brian can get some massive counter hit potential with some of his mid attacks. Speaking of counter hit attacks, Brian is able to convert this into a launcher on counter hit, dishing out sizable damage and respectable wall carry. Sidestep 1. This is a hard-hitting, evasive back fist attack. Sidestep 1 is particularly good when used to evade some moderately slow linear attacks, since it has a built-in sidestep motion. On attack, this hits and stuns your opponent, really laying on the hurt. On block, this is completely safe at just -5. So it's not an attack, this hits and stuns your opponent, really laying on the hurt. On block, this is completely safe at just -5. So it's not necessarily a big deal if it's blocked. However, do note that this attack does hit high, so it can be ducked by the opponent and launched, and the whiff recovery is not particularly good either, so don't get too predictable, and don't whiff this attack. Back 1+2, Brian's Rage Drive. This is a fantastic Rage Drive, as it is a souped up version of Brian's back 1. It comes out faster, launches on hit, forces opponents on crouch when blocked, and gives Brian major frame advantage when it is blocked. The only downside to this move is that it is linear, just like back 1. However, it tracks much better to sidestep left than back 1 does. It still cannot be used as a panic move, as it comes out at 18 frames, so any faster moves will stuff it out. The damage, on the other hand, that this can lead to is round ending. You can deal upwards of 89 points of damage when it does hit for a full combo. One particularly interesting thing to note is that Brian performs a taunt after back 1+2 hits, and it launches the opponent. If timed properly, Brian has enough time to do the taunt, cancel it, and still have access to his Blue Spark Mach Punch. And the timing is, as soon as you hear Brian laugh, you cancel the taunt with any direction or any mode. Down forward 1+2, Brian's Rage Art. This is not a particularly notable Rage Art, because like most Rage Arts in this game, it hits mid, starts up at 20 frames, and is launchable on block at -20.
Rage Arts.
Use this only if you get a read on your opponent, as you will be left very vulnerable on block and on move. Do note that one notable quality about this is that after the Rage Art hits, Brian gains an uncancelable taunt animation, gaining you access to Brian's Blue Spark Mach Punch. But you don't have to worry about this because you will recover from the taunts before your opponent will be able to hit you, so it's quite a good thing if you do manage to land this. So Brian has two punishers as his 10-frame punisher, 1-4 and 2-3. The latter 2-3 gives you more damage and gives you more frames on hit. However, its range is not that of 1-4. 1-4 has more range, so more often than not you will be able to punish with 1-4, whereas 2-3 sometimes it won't reach. In scenarios where you're not sure, just stick to 1-4 for your 10, 11, and 12-frame punishers. 13-frame punisher, Brian only has access to areas where you're not sure, just stick to 1.
Ten, 11, 12 frame. Okay. This guy's giving me the fucking tech.
4 for your 10, 11, and 12 frame punishers. 13-frame punisher, Brian only has access to one move, which is his down forward 2-1. This is we
down forward 2-1.
Earlier, this is fastest midstream, starting off as a mobile. Some people might be wondering why not use 2-3 as a punisher because it has more damage. Well, down forward 2-1 has more range, so in some scenarios it's better to use down forward 2-1 even though it gives less damage. At 14, 15, 16, 4-2-1 has more range, so it's starting off as a mobile. Some people might be wondering why not use 2-3 as a punisher because it has more damage. Well, down forward 2-1 has more range, so in some scenarios it's better to use down forward 2-1 even though it gives less damage. At 14, 15, 16, and 17 frame standing punisher, Brian has two moves. One is forward back 2, aka jet upper, and 2, forward 2, which is Mach Punch.
Forward, back 2, and forward 2.
More often than not, you'll be going to jet upper for your launching punisher, but in certain circumstances, say for instance Paul's Phoenix Smasher, you'll have to use 4-4-2 because jet upper just won't reach. Brian has two 18-frame standing punishers, 4-4-1, and back to 1+2 when he has rage, his rage strike. One note is that some people may ask why not use jet upper as a launcher as opposed to 4-4-1, and the reason is that 4-4-1 gives you more damage as a launcher than jet upper does. At 11 frame while standing, Brian gets, and the reason is that 4-4-1 gives you more, is that some people might ask you to
what is this for?
Has more damage, well down forward 2-1 has more range, so in some scenarios, Punisher Brian has two moves. One is forward back 2, aka jet upper, and 2, forward 2, which is Mach. More often than not, you'll be going to jet upper for your launching punisher, but in certain circumstances, say for instance Paul's Phoenix Smasher, you'll have to use 4-4-2 because
14 to 17.
Jet upper just won't reach. Brian has two 18-frame standing punishers, forward 4-1, and back 1+2.
Forward 4-1.
And he has rage, his rage drive. One note is that some people may ask why not use jet upper as a launcher as opposed to 4-4-1, and the reason is that 4-4-1 gives you more damage as a launcher than jet upper does. At 11 frame while standing, Brian gets a while standing 4. This is absolutely nothing to write home about as it is a very standard 11 frame while standing punisher, giving you a little bit of damage and some frames on hits. Additionally, just use this for quick low pokes that your opponents are hitting you with and you block. At 12, 13, and 14 frame while standing, Brian has while standing 3, which is...
while standing. While standing. There we go.
Not at 12, 13, and 14. Use this for quick low pokes that your opponent while standing punisher, giving you a little bit of damage and some frames on hits. Additionally, just use this for quick low pokes that your opponents are hitting you with and you block. At 12, 13, and 14 frame while standing, Brian has while standing 3, which is not that great for 13 and 14 frame punishes, but it's all he's got, so you kind of have to make do with what you have. For a while standing punisher, at 15, 16, 17, and 18, Brian has access to his while standing 1. This is his while standing launcher, his fastest while standing launcher. Coming out at 15 frames, use this to punish your opponents who are throwing out slightly slower lows, and launch them and get jump free. Brian's last while standing punisher and most damaging while punisher comes in at 19 frames, as while standing 2 forward 2, also known as Fisherman's Slam. This is predominantly used for very slow recovering lows as well as stagger state lows where your opponent is stunned for a second when it's blocked. This gives huge damage on block and can lead to a 50% health combo. Alright guys, that does about it for this video, and thank you so much if you sat through all of it.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Hold up, let me like this. I don't even like videos on YouTube normally, but that's really good work.
Hello and welcome again. This week we will be see it moves. Well, today I'm going to show you just how to convert those moves into big damage. Well, big damage. First, before we get started, I'd like to remind everyone that if you enjoy this video, please like, comment, and subscribe so that I know that you're interested and I will continue putting out more content. And moving on, in this video, we'll be looking over a brief introduction on the importance of combos, combo structure, Brian's crouch dash. What, crouch dash? Yes, crouch dash. Brian kind of needs it for his combos. And last but not least, the most important part, combos, and his wall entries for his combos. So that's what we're covering today. Oh, and a little disclaimer, this again is for mostly beginner Brian players, as suggested by the name of this title. Please don't get upset with the combos, some of you advanced or intermediate Brians. Some of you undoubtedly say something along the lines of, oh, but this combo is just as easy and it yields more damage. Well, allow me to explain for a second. I have grouped the combos in a few groups as possible, that I can think of. And while they are not the most optimal damage combos, they are pretty easy, in my opinion, for beginners to memorize and just get something down so they can get damage off of any of the stray hits that they manage to land. Because I think one of the most daunting things about Tekken, on top of all the moves that you have to know and how to move, is just combos. And I don't want to bog beginners down with one combo for each specific move. So my goal for this is to simply get beginners started so I can start comboing, get some damage on it. Well, with that out of the way, moving on to the introduction. Alright, I'm going to keep this section as short as possible because most of this is very straightforward. Why are combos important and why do we need them? Well, there are two reasons I can think of. Simply put, they allow you to convert certain attacks into big damage that otherwise are very weak as single hitting attacks. Very easy to understand. Here's an example. Would you rather have this? Or would you rather have this? That's what I thought. Yeah, you definitely want more damage because, name of the game, take away from itself. Done. Point 2. Oftentimes, combos will allow you to put your opponent in a disadvantageous situation, i.e. pushing them...
Combos. More damage.
towards the wall and putting them onto the ground and pushing you away from the wall. With movement and precise timing, you can kind of wiggle your way away from the wall, but a single combo can achieve just that in very little time while at the same time damaging your opponent. So, with that, I guess we're done with this part. I don't know why I put an introduction here, but I put an introduction here. So... Alright, here we are going to cover Tekken's combo structure. There is a general rule of thumb on how combos are more or less constructed as to yield the best amount of damage. And the reason I want to kind of go over this is just so you have an understanding of why some combos are the way they are, and perhaps it'll be easier and help you remember or memorize these combos. First, there is the launcher of sorts. This can be a generic launcher that shoots your opponent into the air, or number 2, it can be a bounce up, it forces your opponent to bounce off the ground, or it can be a crumple stun, or something else because I'm sure I'm probably forgetting something. So the second point is or it can be a crumple stun, or number 2, it can be a bounce up, it forces your opponent to bounce off the ground, or it can be a crumple stun, or something else because I'm sure I'm probably forgetting something. So the second point is the filler combo. This is some attack that helps you either pick your opponent up higher for more hits, or just straight up tacks on more damage. This can come in a variety of flavors, but for the sake of Brian, usually this is going to be his down back 2. 3. There is the screw. This is a specific attack that will spin your opponent in the air and forcing them to hit the ground with a mini bounce. This, in essence, will allow you to tack on more damage and more hits. And 4th, another filler. Or this can just be the end of the combo where you use a combo ender, in which case this is usually a single hard-hitting attack, or it can be a sequence of attacks that finishes very strong. So when you put it all together, you have the first hit, which is the launcher, then you have the next hit, which is the filler, and then you have the third hit, which is the screw, and then the fourth hit, which is another filler, or you can just have an ender. So with that in mind, keep just kind of in the back of your mind how these combos are structured, and you kind of get a sense of them. Alright, so the last topic to cover before we get to the fun bread and butter combos.
I'm just closing fucking Tekken and...
is going to be Brian's crouch dash. So I did not cover this in the Brian 101 fundamentals, as the video was already 40-something minutes long, so I didn't want to inundate the beginners with more information. So I've decided to tack on this topic here.
Turtle 2946. Yeah, Brian, speaking of turtles, Brian is a fucking god tier turtle. He's even wearing green.
What I'm going to go over is by no means the full unabridged version of Brian's crouch dash, but rather it's really just kind of how it's used in combos. So Brian has a crouch dash, and it is activated normally with quarter circle forward. Now, out of this quarter circle forward, he has a multitude of moves that he can do. But for the purpose of this video, we're mostly interested in 3 of the moves that come out of his crouch dash.
It's a spirit animal, a turtle. Like, literally, a turtle is OP. Those shells are, they're broken.
They are quarter circle forward 2-1, or crouch dash 2-1, crouch dash 4-1-2, and crouch dash...
Yo, this channel is amazing. For Brian shit, this is amazing. I hope you make it big in the Tekken scene.
Dash 3-4.
It's already big.
These
It doesn't
will be
have to
meters,
be
so-
big for everyone else. He's big to me.
Keep this in the back of your mind. Now, I want to say also that quarter circle forward is not the only way for Brian to gain access to his crouch dash. He has this attack, back 3. It looks very, wait, no, this way. It looks very awkward hitting mid. During
Yo,
this attack,
this is similar to Kazumi's fucking forward 3 into Fearless Warrior. But he has back 3 into... What is this called?
if you
Sweat?
hit forward immediately at any point, you will enter into a crouch dash. As you
Crouch
can see by-
dash. Yeah, that's what it's called. Hold up. So, back 3, forward, into crouch dash. Oh my god, I spelled it wrong. Who cares?
This exact, damn, this camera's hard. But this way. I should choose right hand. This way. You can do crouch dash if you do back 3 and then hit forward immediately. So in essence, the command is back 3 forward. I dare
Back
say
3
that
forward.
the majority of Ryan's enders are going to end with back 3 forward and then some attack. Probably some 85% of it. So get real used to this. Back 3 forward and back 3 forward 2 1, back 3 forward.
I
4
can't
1 2.
crouch dash all the
Or
time.
back three-
I don't know
back
what the
3
fuck
forward,
I'm
3
doing
forward.
wrong. Maybe my time's
Okay,
off.
so the first combo that we're going to cover is a giant umbrella that incorporates 10 of Brian's launchers. And they are up +4, i.e. orbital heal, forward 4 1, side
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
launchers.
whoa.
And they are up +4, i.e.
This is the launchers. Okay. Up, forward, 4,
orbital heal, forward 4 1,
forward, 4 1.
sidestep 1,
Sidestep
while
one.
standing 1,
While-
down forward 3, aka snake edge. I probably shouldn't put this here, but I'm putting snake edge in here. Counter hit back 1, counter hit forward 3, counter hit 3 +4.
Wait.
This here, but I'm putting snake edge in here.
Yeah, Snake Edge is so fucking. It's like. You can't abuse that shit all the time.
Counter hit back
You should be using it though from time to time, you know? Like, it just catches people off guard. But then, like, just back 1.
1, counter hit
Yeah, back 1 counter hit. Forward 3 counter hit.
forward 3, counter hit 3 +4,
Counter hit. Oh my god, really? 3 + 4. This dude's a combo
counter
god.
hit 1 +2, 2, the
1 + 2, 2. Counter hit.
second hit, and while standing 3, counter hit. And the combo is as follows. After your launcher, whichever you choose, is going to be down back 2 for the filler, forward 1, also going to be another filler, back 2 4 for the screw, dash, and for the ender, back 3 forward 2 1. Now, there's one thing I'd like to make a note of in here, which is forward 2 1, so back 3 forward 2 1 can be replaced with back 3 forward 4 1 2. And this will not give as high of a wall splat when it does hit the wall, but instead it will give you more horizontal distance for Brian to carry his opponent. So do keep that in mind. The other thing that I would like to note is after sidestep 1, you will want to sidestep in whichever direction will realign you back to your opponent. So if you sidestep left to do sidestep 1, then you'll have to sidestep right. If you sidestep right, then you'll have to sidestep left in order to realign. The same goes for forward 3. After forward 3, usually your opponent's going to move to Brian's right, so you have to realign. And that's basically it. This is going to be the bread and butter combo for a big chunk of Brian's moves. Alright, the next combo number 2, only has 2 launchers. Quarter circle back 4, aka soccer kick.
Okay, you know
and
what?
in here, which is forward 2.
I'm learning this one right here. I'm learning this one right here. Alright.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist, Brian Fury. Heihachi Mishima.
Heihachi Mishima. Heihachi's
Ready
cool,
for
but he's
the
too
next
bald.
battle.
He's aggressively bald. I don't think there's anyone balder than Heihachi Mishima in this world. Look at that. It's because he has his full set of hair. It's so magnificent in this sideburns. Okay. So. Stand. Down, forward, 2. Wait, is this a... There you go, man. Easy. Oh yeah, I forgot he even has his move. Okay.
2-1, so back 3, 4, 2, 1 can be replaced with back 3, forward, 4,
Give
1,
me
2.
another one then.
And this will
Give
not
me
be
the-
as
give me
high
the
the
soccer
spread when it
kick.
does hit the wall, but instead it will give you more horizontal. I'd like to note is after sidestep 1, you will want to sidestep in whichever direction will realign you back to your opponent. So if you sidestep left, forward 3, and that's... Alright, the next combo number 2, only has 2 launchers. Quarter circle back 4, aka soccer kick, and counter hit 1, 2, 1. So the last hit of the string has to be a
Whoa,
counter
okay.
hit
I
for
always
this swing.
use that move.
And the combo is as follows. Down back 2 for the filler, 1, 2, 4 for the screw,
1, 2,
dash,
4.
down 3, 2 for the ender. And
Okay. What was it? Oh yeah. What? I can't go. Forward, forward, down 2. I never used this move. I didn't even know he had it. Okay. So. Ah, Dios. Ay, Dios. Ay, Dios. ¿Qué hice mal? ¿Cómo me equivoqué? Okay. Déjame hacerlo así. That's 4. That's 4. Ahí estamos. Ok. Ahí estamos. Ahí estamos. Ahora, ¿cuál era la...? Yo ni me acuerdo cuál era la... ¿Cuál era el otro? Down 2-4. Ya, te equivocaste otra vez. Te equivocaste otra vez. Te equivocaste otra vez. ¿Eh? Acércate. Ok, nomás tienes que hacerlo más rápido y todo te va a salir bien. Ahí está, ahí está, ahí está, ahí está.
Do sidestep right. If you sidestep right, then you'll have to sidestep left in order to realign. The same goes for forward 3. After forward 3, usually your opponent's going to move to Brian's right, so you have to realign. And that's basically it. This is going to be the bread and butter combo for 4-4, make it 2-1. Down 3-2 for the leader. And yeah, that's it for this combo. Only 2 launchers for this combo, and that wraps it up. So combo number 3 has 3 launchers. Counter hit, quarter circle back, 2-4. So the 4 has to be the counter hit here. Counter hit, forward 4-4, aka mock kick. And counter hit, full crouch, down forward 4, aka northern cross. And the combo is as follows. After any of these attacks, immediately dash, down back 2 for the filler, forward 1, also a filler, 3-3-4 as the ender. So you'll notice here we don't have a screw, and the reason is all of these attacks, all these launchers are considered a screw. So you're using the screw at the beginning of the combo. Therefore, you don't have access to a screw later on in the combo. I probably should have put this earlier on in terms of combo structure, but know that if you use a screw as the first part of the combo, then you can't access the screw again, because otherwise it's just busted. You get so much damage, you get 2 screws in attack. But yeah, that's it. Combo number 3, only 3 launchers. So the 4th combo only has 1 launcher.
Alright, esto lo voy a aprender mañana. Ahorita nomás voy a aprender las movidas que me quedan. One, 2, 1. Counter hit launch. 1, 2, 3. 4. Never use this. I don't know why I never Down forward 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Down forward 2, 1. Back 1. 4. 1 plus 2. Forward 1. Oh my god, I've never used this move. Okay, so it has further range. It just takes longer to. Okay. 442. This mid is incredible. Back 4. Or circle 2. Back 2, 4. I love this move. I don't know why you didn't mention it. Down 4. Forward. Wait, what does FC mean again? Down 4, 2. Oh. Incredible move. SS1. Muy bien. Les tengo lástima al que voy a matar aquí.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Espera un momento. Voy a cambiarlo aquí, ¿verdad? No. Me equivoqué. No quise hacer eso. Oh shit. Mantén la composición.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Brian Fury. New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
Composición. Está mal esa palabra, necesitan que arreglarla. Composición. Okay. Agility, tenacity. Oh, voy a subir de rango.
Round 1. Fight.
Qué pura mierda que no le doy. buena idea. ¡Ah!
KO.
Me diste malas ideas.
Round 2. Fight. KO.
Alright.
Round 3. Fight.
Ah, presioné uno. No. Oh, no me salió bien.
Round 4. Fight. Perfect.
Soy un gran maestro.
Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight.
Oh, puede hacer eso. Orbital, next time.
KO.
No tienes el hábito de hacer un orbital cuando te van a, sabes que te van a tirar un... ¡Ah!
KO.
Estás desde esa distancia, qué pura mierda, man.
Fight.
¡Ah! Ok, yo tengo una idea. Oh, shit. No, no me digas. Se desconectó esta... ¡Oh!
KO. You win.
1-4 y 2-3. 1-4, 2-3.
Get ready
Yo
for the
pensé que
next
se
battle.
desconectaría, pero se me hace que era el internet mío más lo que tengo.
Round 1. Fight.
Aquí. Oh.
Round 2. Fight.
Tírale más codos. Más codos a la otra. Oh.
KO. Round 3. Fight. KO. You win.
No eres buena. Necesitas que mejorar. No eres como la Asuna que me destruyó la última vez. Que no podía ni acercarme sin que me... 1-4. Down forward. ¿Qué más hay? 13 frames. Down forward 2-1. Abajo para adelante. Abajo para adelante 2-1.
New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
Forward back 2. 4-4-2. De nuevo. La misma persona. Ya, así es.
Round 1. Fight. KO.
Qué rápido sale 1-2-1.
Fight.
Tengo que tirar. Para adelante, para adelante 2-1. Para adelante, para abajo, para adelante 2-1. Adel. Todo me gana contra esto.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Se me olvidó, puedes agarrar a alguien. ¡Ah!
KO.
Hay tanto que aprender en este juego, pero ya cuando puedes controlar más mejor tu personaje, qué bien se juega. Agáchate. Quise tirar un hatchet kick, pero...
KO. You win.
La risa, tengo que aprender su risa. No, sabes que tengo que aprender bien. Ley. ¿Cómo jugar contra Ley?
New challenger.
Ay, Dios. Es para abajo 3-2. Ahí está. Yeah, Brian's spirit animal is a turtle. A snapping turtle. A tortoise! No. Tortoises are like orange. She like.
My favorite snacks. Do you guys...
New challenger.
What is that melody?
Yo ganaré. Como siempre he ganado toda mi vida. Mira.
New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
Ah, ok. No, ¿cómo se llama este personaje? Nunca juego contra este personaje. No sé ni cómo se llama.
Walcz z honorem!
Round 1.
Okay.
Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight.
No puedo.
KO.
No podía contra todas esas
Round
movidas.
3. Fight.
Ah, man, hice un orbital. ¡Ah! sé qué hacer contra todo eso.
Round 4. Fight.
¡Ah! ¡Estoy muerto!
Muszę wygrać w imię wszystkich Polaków.
¿Cómo se llama este personaje? Lydia?
Get ready
¿Varia?
for the next
Sí, no me acuerdo.
Here's the thing about companies that say they're fast paced. More often than not. Hey, get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
Se andan peleando en un gimnasio, gente.
Załatwię to jeszcze przed obiadem.
Round 1. Fight.
Mira la distancia que estoy ahí. Ah, hice 3 más 4 y no lo presioné bien. Y
Round
me salió
2.
3.
Fight.
Wow. Ah, es
KO.
es 1-4, no.
Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight. KO. Final round. Fight.
What? Save me. Ah, bueno. Salió. No salió. Presioné para adelante 2 y no me salió.
Dziękuję.
Y me tiró todo mi ritmo. Cowards, bro. I swear to God. They're everywhere. It's all good. I don't even know that character. I need to look. What is the name of that character, first off? Let's go see. ¿Cuál es el nombre de este personaje?
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Lydia, okay. Lydia. Ahorita no tengo ganas de practicar ahí. Tal vez Akira puedo.
Get ready for the next battle.
Załatwię to jeszcze przed obiadem.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, practice mode here is worthless.
Round 2.
They don't tell you anything. They don't give you any advice. You have to figure that shit out on your own. I mean, how could they? It's too hard.
Welcome to the King of Brian Fury.
Muy bien.
New challenger. New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
Kazuya. Ya no tengo el nombre correctamente, se me olvidó ponerlo bien.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
One.
Round 3.
Yeah.
Fight.
Alright, tiene paciencia este Kazuya es bueno, Tiene
Round 4.
paciencia.
Fight.
Oh! Okay. Oh shit. Oh! What? What was that? What the fuck was that move, Brian? Oh yeah, pero se me olvida. No es real nada. What was that move? What the fuck? Yeah. No entiendo la movida que hizo. No lo comprendo, no lo entiendo. What the fuck was that? It was like a... What are you doing? Patty cake? Patty cake punch? What the fuck? Muy bien.
Round 1. Fight.
Muy bien, apenas le gané. Era la última movida.
Fight.
No hizo nada ni... Oh, pensé que era Kazumi por un segundo. ¡Oh! ¿Me tengo que agachar o qué hago ahí? No sé qué tengo que hacer.
Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight.
No me acordé cómo hacerlo.
KO.
No salió la movida.
Final round.
Otra vez.
Fight.
Hay muchas movidas que no salen cuando deberían salir. Pero ¿qué se puede hacer? Oh. Oh my god.
KO.
Apenas le gané, apenas le gané.
Get ready for the next battle.
Battle.
Round 1. Fight.
Fuck. Oh, okay. Buena.
Round 2.
Buena.
Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight.
Oh, I was crouching. I was crouching. Is that not what I'm supposed to do? Fuck, I don't know how to win against that. What am I supposed to do? Side? Oh, maybe sidestep it. Maybe sidestep it.
Get ready for the next battle.
Porque andan peleando en el gimnasio, man. They gotta be from high school. I get it. People take too long in the treadmill. Tal vez. Yo respeto a cualquier persona que juega Kazuya.
Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight.
Okay.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Some distance. Okay, okay.
You win.
No somos tan buenos ninguno de nosotros. Ok, voy a arreglar aquí mi... cocina. Ah! I fucked up the quitting mix-up. Alright. A ver, arréglatele aquí. ¿Cómo? Esto es lo que pasa cuando no duermes. ¿Qué iba a hacer? Wait, era la misma persona. No, qué bueno. Double C.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist tournament, Brian Fury. New challenger.
Vamos. Mira qué grande está Fuckround. Mira qué grande está. Like, ¿cómo existe alguien así de grande? ¿Cómo vas a ganar? Dun, dun, dun.
Get ready for the next battle.
Deberían dejar practicar mientras estás buscando a alguien.
Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight.
Oh.
KO. Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight. Perfect. You win. Get ready for the next battle.
Era mejor el que jugué hace poco. El Kazuya anterior era mejor.
Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3.
Sidestep left. His left is my right, so one press one down. Pero menos no es suficiente, tienes que ir todo por completo.
KO.
There ya.
Final round. Fight.
¡Ah! A ver.
You lose.
No es tan malo como pensé. No, Kazuya. ¿Cómo me gusta jugar contra Kazuya? Ah, ¿cómo lo respiro? Me encanta jugar contra ese personaje. Porque es el más simple personaje. So, te tiene que ganar honestamente. Bueno, honestamente, lo más honesto. En este juego, muchas de las veces no sabes ni quién puede hacer qué.
Fight.
No hay tiempo para agacharte ahí.
What? KO.
A la otra agáchate, cuando te levantes.
Round 2.
Levántate agachado.
Fight.
Oh.
KO. Round 3. Fight. KO.
Ya supe que perdí de este ya.
Round 4. Fight. KO. Final round. Fight.
Orbital, that was the time to use an orbital. Tuvo duro ganar eso.
You win.
Tuvo duro ganar eso, man.
Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO.
Al otro tírale un...
Fight.
Es que con Kazumi así todo.
KO. You win.
Yeah, man.
One time 2 months ago, like all of Americans and not just dragged this girl through the fence and out because she said like United Kingdom is more diverse than the United States. Hispanic culture is not part of American culture. I never felt more patriotic. I want to go back. Hold on.
Yes, yo no estaba presente cuando pasó eso, pero... Yeah, a ver. Me falta mucho que aprender todavía. Bastante todavía, man. Como ahorita tengo ganas de aprender cómo jugar contra Kazuya, pero...
Brian Fury. New challenger. Welcome to the King of Iron, Brian Fury. New challenger. New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
Jin.
Round one. Fight. KO. Round two. Fight. KO. Round three. Fight.
Ah, no me quise agachar. Buena idea. Déjame agarrar. Me mató, me mató.
KO. Round four. Fight. KO. You win.
Se me fue. Me gustaba jugar contra él. Any Mishima player, but
One
basically.
time 2 months ago, like all of them.
New challenger.
High mid. Mid high.
New challenger.
Why? Because this is rare footage. Rare footage only.
Get ready for the next battle.
Of an ocean made entirely out of blue Gatorade.
Mumpy Frumpkin. ¿Por qué anda mi nombre azul así?
Round one. Fight.
That's more. Oh.
KO.
Ah, one esa.
Round two.
Throw an orbital next.
Fight.
That's how you do it.
Perfect.
Completamente. No pude hacer nada.
Round three. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight.
Oh.
KO. Final round. Fight.
I hate ray darts. Can I just say that? I hate ray darts.
Great.
¿Cómo le gané, man? ¿Cómo le gané?
You win.
Se ahogó tanto, nunca he visto una ahogada así.
Get ready for
O
the
tal
next
vez no me estoy dando crédito y me empecé a defender. You know?
Round 1. Fight.
Muérete, man. Rage drives better!
Round 2. Fight. KO.
No, no sé.
Round 3.
Como round.
Fight. KO.
A la otra, en vez de que...
Fight.
No tiré nada. Nomás lo presionó. Supe que lo iba a tirar. Nomás tenía que esperar. Boo. Ah, ok. Me subió de rango.
New challenger.
Voy a ver todas las monedas otra vez. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Down for 1, 1, 1, 2. Down 4, 2, 1. Back 1. Okay. 3 plus 4, 1 plus 2. I need to throw more 1 plus 2. Forward 4, 1. Forward back 2. Forward 3. Pero ¿cuándo vas a tener que tirar eso? No. Forward 3. Juggle opportunity.
New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
That is so cool. So you get absolutely wrecked.
Round 1. Fight.
Whoa. Orbital.
Round 2. Fight.
Massive. ¡Ah! Muy despacio.
Round 3.
Andaba inseguro.
Fight. KO. You lose.
Tú pierdes.
Get ready for the next battle.
Because this is rampage.
Round 1. Fight.
Fuck, me agarró de esa distancia. I can't with all these strings.
Round 3. Fight.
Tengo que aprender a ir. No me queda otra. Tírale más mids. Oh. ¿Qué hiciste? ¡Un alto, man! ¡Un low! ¡Hazme caso, cuerpo! ¡Hazme caso! No te puedes hacer caso. What? What? What the fuck was that? Favorites? Favorites? I didn't even know that was a thing. Huh. I think pressing 1+2 gives you favorites. Your favorite ass beating.
Round 1. Fight.
Acá estoy muy despacio. Estoy deteniendo para atrás nomás. Estoy deteniendo para atrás nomás. Para atrás, no hice nada.
Round 2.
Me mató de todos modos.
Fight.
Ay, Dios. Hay un Dios. Hay un Dios aquí. Y nada está.
KO.
Y nada está.
Round 3.
No hay libre albedrío.
Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight.
Nunca pierdas la paciencia porque así es como terminas.
You win.
You were gonna take Rich to a holiday party. What would you do? You wanna go take a nap? Yeah. Where you stay at? You thought I was playing?
Bro found the Chica.
New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
Well, I need somebody to take a nap.
Dry bones.
No pain, no gain. Round 1. Fight.
Oh! Oh!
Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight.
Wow. Tú puedes. ¡Ay, Dios! ¡No hay libre albedrío! ¡No hay libre albedrío! Pensé que podía reaccionar a eso. No hay libre albedrío. Hice la movida correctamente porque puse mucha atención, puse toda mi atención en hacer la movida y no salió. Lo oí y todo, no salió.
No pain, no gain. Round
Este
1.
tiene rango más alto.
Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight.
Como me agarró, ¿viste? No puedo moverme de este lado. ¡No puedo moverme! ¡No puedo moverme!
Round 4.
Fuck, man. No puedo ni mover la silla. No tenía los dedos. You disconnecting bitch. ¡Ah! Ay, Dios, man. Mira nomás, no puedo mover ni la silla.
Fight. KO.
¿Por qué no? Esta sí está atorada, man. What the fuck?
Get ready for the next battle.
Ugh, come on. No sé en qué se anda atorando, no sé. Está vieja esta silla. 4-4-2, quarter circle, forward 4.
Round 1. Fight.
Vamos a ver cuál es la movida. Oh, ya veo.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Es un 2.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Oh, man. Pura mierda. Yeah. That's what I get for pressing the wrong
Round
button
4.
for the fucking 9th time. My legs went through him.
KO. Final round. Fight.
Ah, me equivoqué.
KO.
Apenas gané.
You win.
Ahí me pude equivocar bien mal. No, sí te equivocaste, fallaste ahí. El combo. El combo. No hay libre albedrío, man. Pero tienes que aprender de todos modos. Sí lo hay, pero no lo hay, pero sí lo hay, pero no lo hay. Aquí te voy a demotivo. Demote. How do you say demote?
Round 1. Fight.
Era un 2.
KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round
Tocó pura suerte ahí.
Fight.
Ah, buena movida. Ah, no, no alcanzan las piernas, man. Acuérdate, no, no. Sus piernas son tan largas. Sí son largas, pero no son tan largas. Terminó. No alcanzó mi pierna, pero alcanzó su brazo. Oh, man. Hay unas cosas que realmente no te puedes inventar. No alcanzaron mis piernas, pero alcanzó su brazo. ¿Cómo es posible? ¿Cómo es posible?
Round 1. Fight.
Bueno.
KO.
Te acercaste tú mal.
Round 2. Fight.
No hice nada y me dio.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Es completamente mi culpa y no tuve que tirar eso. Tuve más paciencia. Ay, Dios. Ay, Dios. ¿Por qué tiré eso? Cuando quise tirar otra cosa. Eso. ¿Cómo no lo puedes lastimar después que bloqueas un... abajo? No sé. Increíble. Qué bueno que no lo hiciste bien. It's 3-3-4. 3-3-4. Ay, Dios. No te entra a la mente. 3-3-4. 3-3-4. 3-3-4. Lo tiré mal 2 veces seguido. Y cada vez me decía, no lo tires mal, es al revés. A ver. Nope. Demo. Degradar. No. Bajar.
No pain. Round 1. Fight.
Era 1-4, 1-4, 1-4, 1-4, 1-4.
Fight.
1-4, 1-4, 1-4, 1-4. Estás en la pura pared.
Perfect.
There is no free will. There is no free will.
Round 3.
This proves it right there.
Fight.
Increíble.
KO.
No, todo lo que haces con Brian no sirve para nada. Contra personajes que nomás te pueden tirar así. Si no sabes bien
Get ready for the
¿Cómo?
next battle.
castigar todo lo que te tiran, vas a batallarle muy bonito, man, con Brian.
No pain, no pain. Round 1. Fight.
Mala idea. A ver, tú puedes. Nope. No, no sale, no sale, no sale. 3 veces lo tiré, 3 veces y no salió una sola vez. Hostia, para adelante. 3.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
No hice nada. Me encanta la suerte, mira. What? Le di en la. Le di. No puedo creerlo.
KO.
Si no lo mataba ahí me iba a matar.
Round 4. Fight.
¡Ah! did a fucking quarter circle back, and it gave me a fucking hop kick. How? In what world? In what world? In what world was that? What the fuck was that?
Fight.
Está bien duro ganarle este. It's hard. I don't know Paul's shit. Si le gano una más vez.
Get ready for the next
Me
battle.
voy a ir después de esta.
Round 1. Fight. Great. Round 2. Fight.
Otra vez? What? I didn't even press nothing. I guess that was just a... No estaba tu... No ibas a ganar. Todo estaba contra ti. Ahí el internet mismo estaba haciendo más. ¿Para qué tiré eso? Why? What do I gain from that? What do I gain?
Round 4. Fight.
Ay, presioné algo. Ay, presioné algo. Oh, se me la dio con la silla. Ah! Oh my god, you got so lucky. Wait, I didn't mean... Oh, fuck. Yeah. You are so lucky my chair fucking tilted. You are unbelievably lucky. Oh my god, I even guessed it right, too. Oh, man. There is no free will. That is how much I've learned.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, I'm out of here. Fuck this. I'm straight up done. You're not gonna force me to play a game I don't want to fucking play. You can't control me. Fuck you. You have no strings on me. Alright. Darle al tiro. Darle al tiro. Darle al tiro. Wow. Okay. The wheels good? It's incredible. This chair is just stuck. It is stuck. It is cemented. Now let me stand up and let me see how calm. Wow. Okay. I don't know what was wrong. It's still... One of the wheels is just like... It's just not functioning. It'd be better to not have a wheel there. this. What the fuck? These chairs mix-ups are too fucking good. Alright. Come on. Come on. You got this. You got this. Alright. Wow. Okay. ¿Cómo le echas ganas? Ya no me vas a meter a un juego que no quiero jugar. ¿Qué voy a jugar? Cien veces. Tienes que hacer esto 100 veces. ¿Sabes? Los logros muchas de las veces no son buenos. No. No, 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 no. Okay. Lo más grande y lo más fácil, lo más duro. Ya sabes que ya no me importa. Si no me la vas a dar, no me la vas a dar. Ok, ok, ok. Ajá. Ay Dios, no hay libre albedrío, no hay libre albedrío, man. Ahí está todo el ejemplo que necesitas. So, no te preocupes sobre nada. No escoges tú nada. No, lo sigue para adelante, man. Sigue para adelante. Ay, sigue para adelante, no importa, man, no importa nada. Increíble. Some of these I'm clearly hitting, but the fact that I'm moving too fast is too much for this to handle. Reflex expert. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm an expert by missing every single fucking shot. I am the expert. No, yo le di a tantos y no me los da. Es como este, está quebrado. ¿Sabes? Cuando hago ese, nunca le puedo dar 3 sin fallar una. Tal vez quiere que me vaya más despacio, pero pues ¿para qué lo diseñas así si quieres que vaya más despacio? Diseñalo de un modo que hagan lo que tú quieres que hagan. ¿No? Tienes que poner atención. Ay, Dios. Estás aquí nomás para sufrir, ¿verdad? Dices algo y para contradecirte te tiene que pasar lo que dices. Tienes que tener fe que se va a mover el círculo a la dirección que va. O a la velocidad que va. No a la dirección. Sí, no. Pues también a la dirección. Se me acaba, ya casi se me acaba. Muy recio, ve más espacio a veces. Ok. 27% eso me gusta ver. puro darle a las cabezas. Okay, 20%, muy bien. Damn. Damn, son. Otra vez. Ya nunca deberías estar jugando de como quieres jugar, tienes que jugar como tienes que jugar. En otras palabras, paciencia. Nunca tires algo de desesperación. Y no dispares de desesperación. Se me atoró ahí el dedo. Pero también no dormí, so. Estás bien mal. Dios ayúdame. Ten paciencia con este juego que te quiere. Ese fue aquí. No me dejaste mover mi mano, man. What the fuck? Había como un imán teniéndome la mano. ¿Sabes? Fallas la misma cantidad que cuando las haces bien recio. Algo me dice que no tiene esto que ver con... ¿Viste? Así fallas igualito cuando vas más recio. Así, idéntico. Oh my god, igualito. Igualito fallas, igualito, man. Oh, déjame hacerlo otra vez. Ahora recio. Ay. Increíble. Wow. Holy. Wow. There it is. Ya. ¿Te saliste del hoyo? No, todavía no. Y ya, salimos. ¡Ay, Dios! Fuck this game! What fell? What fell? Something fell. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. This game sucks! At least this game mode. Le di. I pressed restart 3 times! No digas nada, no dices nada. Te castiguen nomás. Empiezas a hablar mal. Como odio hacer ese. Esta. Pero más odio esta. Sin fallar. Sin fallar. Mira nomás cómo se mueve. Increíble. No puedes... Ok. No puedes predecir dónde va a caer. Tienes que nomás reaccionar. Así era. Pero a veces no te sale bien porque se empieza a mover más recio. No se puede, no se puede. 33%. Ay, Dios. ¿Sabes qué me ayuda? ¿Sabes qué me ayuda ahí? Organizándolos por color. So, uno a la vez. Te salen muchos colores. Todos los rojos, ¿dónde están? Ya cuando terminas ahí y los tienes más o menos figurados ahí, te mueves al siguiente color. Y después puedes hacer más. So, todos los rojos, ya los ves. Ok, todos los anaranjados. Y normalmente puedes llegar a nivel 2 o nivel 3. En otras palabras, 3 nomás te acuerdas. O 2 nomás. Pero en el futuro serás capaz de acordarte todo. Déjame pararme. Hacerlo bien. empecé tan bien yo. Empecé tan bien. Los fallas igual, ok. Ya casi fallé ahí. Ok. Okay. ¿Qué? Ok, déjame hacerlo otra vez. Tenía que toser con tantas ganas y no pude parar. Ay, Dios, es como... Hay un ritmo a todo el mundo. Vibración, como le llaman. Tienes que arreglar las vibraciones o si no siempre vas a estar así perdido. ¿Ves? Cada vez, 2. Es como una canción que se anda tocando así en la alma de cada persona. Tienes que estar concentrado. Increíble. Es una canción. No es real nada. Acuérdate. No del modo que tú crees. Del que tú piensas. Ok. no eres tan bueno, pero 76,000, casi quebras tu récord. Te ahogaste ya para el final, pero yeah, whatever. What can you do about it? Huh? $38, 44, 43, 37. Ay. Ya me enfadé. No lo tenía en el lugar correcto. Fuck. Ay, ni modo. No es real nada en este mundo. Mucho menos tu libre albedrío. No hay nada real en este mundo. Menos lo que tú quieres que sea real.